Welcome to First Sun News. I am Arghya Mitra. You will see in the Western media, many such articles have been published that Russia has secretly launched 3 satellites without publishing anything, without telling the world and the way these satellites are acting in the orbit of the Earth. Today, Western scientists are afraid whether Vladimir Putin has started planning. Here you will be able to see the article of the UK to deploy nuclear weapons in space. You will be able to see another article here. Russia super secret spacecraft release, mystery object in orbit over Earth. Watch what happened in February 2025. Russia quietly launches 3 military satellites without announcing anything to the world. Now initially when I read this news, I thought yes, there will be some spying satellites with Earth observation. Vladimir Putin is very interested in it. Russia will be doing all this, nothing extraordinary. But then what happens? That these 3 satellites go into space and start moving in a very strange way. There are many scientists sitting in the USA, many who are geopolitical experts there, and even many people who are interested in space. They pointed out that these are not normal satellites, the way these satellites are moving. It seems that there is something very important inside these satellites, and it will release it slowly. At the end of this, we see that you will note one thing, that this super secret, whatever articles are being published on this, whether it is on space.com or NS Express, or any news outlet in the UK, Europe, the news outlet of the US, you will see this secret Russian military satellite, because Russia has not released any details about these satellites, about this launch. But people have noticed one thing, that these 3 satellites have done some strange work in orbit, and the USA is worried that Russia has done some strange work in the orbit. People are worried that this satellite will either produce something like a nuclear weapon or a launch pad will emerge here. Russia has either delivered nuclear weapons to space or has started its process. Now here a question will come in your mind. What is a good concept that once you reach nuclear weapons in space, you will attack the Earth using it? Is this its concept? Then the answer is no, which is nuclear weapons in space. If there is anything behind this, then I have to say the same thing here. It may also be that the Western media is just panicking. This is just for some other work, for target practice, the way India did Mission Shakti. It may be that Russia is doing a mission of the same type. But I have to speak here right now, which are targeted satellites, not old satellites. By launching new satellites in this way, that 2-3 satellites, some of those satellites are also outside. If you look at the track record of Russia, then these people unceremoniously tell that we have launched a satellite. It is for this purpose. It is for this purpose. Let us tell you about the military satellite, that it is our military satellite, because the world is seeing it. To a large extent, that something has been launched, but Russia is also not providing any details, and therefore the fear in the Western countries today is that Vladimir Putin, who is the rest of the satellites in space, is of the USA or Europe. Is not in space. There is a big object. It is used to destroy many satellites. It is being used for that. A theory is being discussed in Western articles today that actually Russia will demonstrate how this nuclear test can be done in space. I would say again, the chances of this happening are very much there, because it will give Vladimir Putin a lot of advantages. Number 2, this will suddenly create an atmosphere of fear in Ukraine that Russia has conducted a nuclear weapon test. Even if it is done in space, then the third thing is that Russia will be the first country in the world to do this. Vladimir Putin is obsessed with the fact that Russia should be ahead in the race for the #1 hypersonic missile. The USA is also being told in this case that Vladimir Putin is planning to show the world this demonstration now again. It is not necessary that in the demonstration it will destroy the satellites of the US or the UK. Maybe it is just an empty area in the demonstration. In the empty area of space, do this nuclear explosion or show a big explosion just to demonstrate to the world that Russia has this power. And if you are thinking here that why can't we say here that Russia is actually deploying a nuclear weapon in space which can be used on Earth, because literally what you do, if you read the headlines, it is that Putin is planning to deploy nukes in space. It has no practical use. It is okay when Russia has hypersonic weapons. And they have also shown them by demonstrating that it does not make any sense in Ukraine. These people of, 300 to 400 kilometers from the surface of the earth in space, place something far away, and then there, attack on the earth, do not really make a whole lot of sense. It is not for now, You will need a very strong launcher for this, and the precision is more confusing for it. So I don't really think Russia will do something like this. No country will do anything that will be the weapons of space. They will be primarily used to attack the assets of enemy country in space. It will be used in space. And if you read these articles, then it is also written here that last year the USA had accused Russia that Russia is going to deploy in the nuclear weapon space. Again, this is not a hollow theory. It is unclear exactly what kind of weapon systems Moscow plans to deploy, but according to the early reports from the US government, sources of space-based nuclear, I will be able to tell you that whatever will happen is going to be fireworks. I will make this prediction, actually. I wanted to make a video on this topic because in the coming time, when there will be some big event, I will be able to tell you that I had told you but one of its groundwork is being prepared, and I hope that it does not happen. Using nuclear weapons in space is a very bad example. But there is a feeling that the world is going in this direction. I think Russia will do it first. After that, the US will follow up. The US will have to do it. After that, China will follow up. And then India will also do it. So it seems that this is bound to happen in the future. I just hope that whatever this test is, it should be done in a safe way, and it will maintain peace in the earth. If this is a topic that will have many developments related to it in the future, then I will keep bringing updated videos for you.